here with Indiana State guard Devonte Brown. We're here at Media Day in St. Louis. Devonte, I asked Coach Lansing the same thing, but just kind of give me the the general temperature of the team at this point and how good you feel about your stage of development, and some things you feel confident about and some things that the team needs to work through before your opener.
I think right now what stands out is we're a lot tougher mentally right now. Some of the toughest practice that I've been a part of since Odom was here, and that's great right now. So obviously you're getting a lot of nicks and bruises with that right now because you know how tough the practices are. But right now I'm really happy with how tough we're playing and how everybody's starting to grasp the playbook, especially a guy like Everett right now.
Is that something you guys had to consciously get back to with some tougher practices from last year to this year?
It's not necessarily get back to it. We always practice tough, but it's different when everyone brings it every single day. You don't have to coach toughness. A lot of times, a little bit sometimes early around this time, coaches kind of cut coaching toughness. And right now, that's not what he's worried about. He's just worried about guys getting the playbook and make sure that you don't have to worry about them bringing it every single day because everybody will.
Let's talk about leadership for a moment. You were a leader on the floor last year and a leader off the floor as well. This year as a senior, that's even more so. How are you approaching that role, and how good do you feel that you could be the person who kind of guides some of these guys who are playing, going through the first go around, and what approach are you taking to that aspect of being on the team this year?
It's kind of the same approach I took last year, but the thing about this year, which is a lot better, is we got guys like Christian Smith and Brandon Burnett, who's seniors also, and they don't have to just come to me, or they can come to Christian, they can come to Brandon, and we can all talk together. And it's really good when you have three guys that's leading the team, and they all thinking they're on the same page together.
Do the three of you talk and kind of commiserate on how you approach the questions that you're going to get from your teammates? Do you guys kind of have a unified voice on that?
Honestly, we all think on the same wavelength. So I mean, if one person goes to Christian or he goes to Brandon, we saying the same thing, but just maybe we saying a different tone. And it's just because we came in together. We came into school together as freshmen, and we're leaving out together. And so we've been here together, and we all know how each other think. We all know what Coach wants, and that's how we just impute it to the younger guys or the guys that are the same age as us, but just don't know as much as we know yet.
What do you think is something that is going to surprise people this year about Indiana State? Maybe even that the fans don't know about. Maybe a player that's stepped up, or something that you guys are doing different. What's something that might surprise people this season?
I think a lot of people are going to be mostly surprised with the new players we have. A lot of people are going to see Murph get a lot more opportunities with TJ Bell being out this year, and a guy like Everett and Brandon Burnett and Niels, those guys are going to get a great opportunity. I think a lot of fans are going to love Everett and his toughness and what he's going to bring to the team.
This league doesn't get any easier. Most of the guys who are veterans now, you came into the league with. Just talk about how competitive this league will be and where you guys fit in.
It's definitely a tough league. I mean, a lot of people say we get slept on, but I mean, it's not even about that. You see when guys transfer from this league, they go high major. That's the type of players that this league has, and it's going to be a dogfight every single night. Every single night's going to be a dogfight.
You were named honorable mention all conference. How do you take those individual honors, and how do you where do you kind of place that at this point?
It's a blessing first and foremost. It's definitely a blessing to be mentioned with guys like Milton Dahl, Ron Baker, and even Fred guys. It's a blessing, but it doesn't mean anything right now. It's early. It doesn't mean anything. I'm still working on finding the negatives on what I can do. I'm watching film with Coach every single day and watching all of the worst games I've ever had to find out what I need to find to be a better leader to the guys on the court and be a better player.
I'm doing a story on Everett for Thursday's paper. Just talk about his stage of development and what you're trying to do to help him along with this offense. He's played in the motion before, but where is he at in his stage of development, and how important is he going to be this season?
They say a lot of guys like from JUCO and they have a learning curve, but I don't see him needing it. He's came in right away and he's got the grits of the offense. He's a tough guy, and he can play defense really well. And I mean, anywhere you play defense, you're going to play. And he can play defense really, really well. I'm a fan of him already. He hasn't played one game yet. Just from practice for him, he's a guy that gets after me every single day. I can't come in practice lacking on ball handling or not being able to hit a shot, because he's going to expose that, and I have tremendous respect for him already.
Sounds good. Devonte, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.